Yo, what's up guys, Este here and welcome back to the video, and I'm super excited today to bring you guys another top 10 video. Many years ago, I made a video called the top 10 never before seen Power Rangers Zords, and you guys loved that video so much, you smashed the goal on that one, and I think it's finally time to give you guys a part 2. There's been so many additional never before seen Zords, like ones for the villains, one for the toys, ones from movies that I just haven't gotten the time to talk about. In this video, you'll get all that information and much more. So hey, let's get right into it. 1,500 likes, I'll make a part 3, that's simple. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed and ring the notification bell, I recommend you do so. Join the E-Squad today. I drop fire Power Rangers videos every single week. You don't want to miss it. So, let's talk about it. Ooh, it's top 10 time. Let's get right into this list. Number 10, the OtomoNin Dinomaru. A dinosaur motif with the ninja series? This ain't no Dino Thunder Ninja Storm team up, this is the Dinomaru. Seen in Shuriken Sentai Ninja, it's an orange Tyrannosaurus auxiliary Zord used by Aka-Ninja. Being first seen in the movie, the Dinosaur Lord's Splendid Ninja Scroll. It has a humanoid form which is pretty cool, but it can also combine with the Shurikenjin to form the Shurikenjin Dino, which is a basic name. I expect there to be more Jurassic adjectives. The dinosaur OtomoNin also appeared in the Ninja vs. Tokyuju crossover film, and also straight to video film where the guys of the team go versus the girls of the team. That's very weird. I can imagine why that didn't happen in Ninja Steel. Now, this dinosaur movie was used in Super Ninja Steel. However, they replaced the whole plot with the dinosaur lords and gave us 10 returning Rangers. That's right, the movie about dinosaurs was used for a 25th anniversary special, making me think that we didn't lose much at all. Number 9, Norishiron Final. Now this list has a ton of different villain Zords, with this being one of them. The Norishiron Final was the third and final version of the Norishiron 12. The original version, the Norishiron 12, was actually seen in Power Rangers Turbo as the Terror Zord, where in this show was built by Porto, which Elgar piloted in battle against the Rangers. This was the final mecha seen in Car Ranger, and it looks the part, with it being repainted silver. However, unlike Norishiron 12, the final version didn't appear in Turbo at all, as this episode, episode 46 of Car Ranger, was never adapted. Now the obvious reason this final version was never used was probably because of the kanji on its chest. I don't know why, but Power Rangers has a thing where it just doesn't want to use kanji at all, any Japanese references. Probably except for Samurai, let's forget about that. Another version of this Zord, the Norishiron Extra, was also not adapted into Turbo, as it was only used in a Car Ranger vs. O-Ranger movie that obviously never happened at all. Number 8, Engine Skydor. Believe it or not, this is actually a plot twist. It's a toy exclusive mecha, which technically is a never before seen Power Ranger Zord, so loophole. Created as a new character to hang along the other talking cars from Engine Sentai Zyuranger, Engine Skydor is a redeco of Engine Speedor, Gohan Red's main mecha. His emblem is actually an S instead of a number like the rest of the Zyuranger mecha. Engine Skydor can obviously replace Speedor with the other different Engine O combinations, but he's special because Engine Skydor wasn't advertised as like another colored version of Speedor. It was meant to be a brand new character. A character that probably wouldn't fit in an apocalypse future like Power Rangers RPM. That simply is the truth. Number 7, Red Kyuubi. Now, here's a funny one. Red Kyuubi was a red version of Karakuri Kyuubi, which was Kyumon Izayoi's personal mecha shaped in his likeness, which is another fun fact. Kyumon is male in Ninja, while Madame Odious, the adaptation of this character, was actually a female. If you don't know, now you know. Anyways, this red colored version was used in episode 46 of Ninja, which elements was used in the finales of both Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel, just not in Zord footage. This version of Kyuubi was the only form not incorporated into the American versions, likely due to the presence of the Senkarage, which are basically basher bards with coats and Japanese kanji like them. And like the Norishiron Final, that kanji is just a no-go in Power Rangers. It obviously makes sense considering the villains of Ninja Steel are alien-based and not Japanese-based. Besides that, the Red Kyuubi was also just weaker than the original Kyuubi, literally being destroyed by the basic Shurikenjin combo. No words. Number 6, Quester Robo Cannon and Radial. We got another villain Zord for you, but this one is from Bokenger. The Quester mech was used by the Questers themselves. We know the Questers as Fear Cats in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. One of these evil mechs, the Quester Robo Cannon, was only used in Go-Go Sentai Bokenger, the movie The Greatest Precious, while the Quester Robo Radial was used in episode 36 of Bokenger, which was not adapted. Now the Quester Robos are really cool, specifically the cannon ones. It has like a army thing on its head that shoots cannons. It looks pretty cool. He also has a saw on his hand, literally like a horror movie monster but as a robot. That can just vroom, that should just cut through the Megazord right off. And the Radial one just had a huge club, like a caveman-like club. Now I understand that Disney didn't want to adapt the movies in their shows because, you know, they were just cutting off the costs, but still, they had an episode where a robot had a club. Alright, can we get that, please? Number 5, FS0O. Now, I'm really super sad that this Zord didn't get seen in Beast Morphers because it's a literal frog Zord. It has a machine and an animal form like all the other Zords, but it has a wide personnel bay and observation deck. Created by Masato Jin, the Beatbuster, it's amazing underwater with bright headlights and even missiles. But it can also combine with the Go Buster O to become the Kero O. This Zord appeared in 2 movies, one of those being the GaoKnight team up, which would have been weird seeing the Beast Morphers be with the Super Mega Rangers, but anyways. It was also seen in a Christmas episode of Go Busters. So it would have been really funny to see Santa Claus gift Grid Battle Force a Frog Zord. I just would have wanted it for the joke. The Zord's cool though, it's probably the best underwater Zord ever. But it's like the Aquaman of the Zords. I should quit trying to be a comedian. Number 4, Mechannon. This one is absolutely crazy because it's literally an evil giant crab robot Zord thing. Yes, a crab, no Mr. Krabs, just the crab Zord. A crab villain Zord. Originally a stone statue, Mechannon is piloted by Hong Kong media king Yang, who is the main antagonist of Jukin Sentai Zyuranger. Nay nay, ho ho, Hong Kong decisive battle, where the Zyurangers go to Hong Kong, which seems like a cool vacation at first. It only appeared in that film, so it had no shot being in Power Rangers Jungle Fury. But it would have been cool to see RJ talk about a crab Zord. I don't know why, but RJ talking about crabs just seems pretty funny to me. I just wanted to see it happen. Number 3, Kendama Robo. Here's a funny one. The Kendama Robo, literally a do-it-yourself Zord. That's right, do-it-yourself DIY made out of wood and took several years to make. That's how Zords should be made in the real world. However, this Zord was kind of used in Power Rangers Zeo, but not really. The evil version was seen, Bara Kendama, that was used in Zeo as Wrecking Ball. Just no Miley Cyrus. Jokes. 7-year-old jokes. Coming up to 8-year-old jokes. Am I funny? So even though Bara Kendama had a version in Zeo as Wrecking Ball, the original Kendama Robo just didn't have a Zeo version at all, with its parts in the battle being completely omitted, just having Tommy's red Battle Zord destroy the monster itself. Now, it's a shame that the Kendama was just not used at all in Zeo, but considering the plot, the storyline, and this Zord just being used in one episode just as a little gag thing, I get it? Better for Tommy footage, I guess. Number 2, Heavy Industrial Machine Scaravader. Now, this may be a villain Zord, but it's definitely one of the coolest ever Zords ever. Straight up. The Heavy Industrial Machine Scaravader is a combat vehicle part of the Space Criminal Alienizer's Heavy Industrial Machines, which in Power Rangers SPD we know as the Trubian Empire robots. You know, the Zords that villains actually use in the show. It rivals the Patch Striker in both speed and size, and was piloted by Mayato, who later became Praxis in Power Rangers SPD. This Zord was seen only in the first episode of Zyuranger, which, you know, Power Rangers SPD had a 2-parter first episode, and there was so much story, there was so much original stuff going on, that some stuff just ultimately got lost. Especially since Praxis didn't arrive until SPD's 3rd episode. So we just lost the coolest vehicle ever. It's like if Kamen Rider Kiva and Ghost Rider had a vehicular baby. Too much information? Yeah, probably. Number 1, Hyakujuu Gattai GaoKnight. Now this last one's a Megazord combo, but there's a lot of cool information about it too. It's a combination of Gao Kong, Gao Eagle, Gao Shark, Gao Tiger, Gao Bison, and Gao Elephant, along with the Soul Bird. Now, if you remember, Gaokong is actually a Japanese exclusive mecha that I talked about in the previous video. I also previously mentioned this Megazord combination. However, this Megazord did have a toy form in Power Rangers, just not necessarily what you think. The Ultimate Megazord released by Bandai of America just isn't the same. It has a purple bison, no eagle or elephant wild Zords, and a soul bird instead of a tiger. It's not like the other never before seen on TV Zord combos, which that just sounds like a tongue twister within itself. For example, like the Dino Charge Megazord in black and gold. It had its own Stego and Tricera black and gold versions, just like the Japanese toys did. Even though they didn't appear in the show, they still had their own toys that were accurate to what the Megazord was gonna be. So the Spirit Knight of Fire stays as a Super Sentai exclusive, probably forever. But hey, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time for another brand new video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, @DonFuego. I'm also on Instagram, @NotDonFuego. I'm Este. Have a great day, and of course, and as always, I love you guys so much. Stay awesome, everybody.